I'm excited to be sharing with you today this beautiful Northwest lodge style home. It sits up here in Orondo on 140 feet of low bank Columbia River waterfront. This home has stunning open beams, a really cool inside bridge or catwalk, if you will. It really has everything that we'd like to see in that Northwest modern home. Come on in and let's check it out. We have so much to talk about today in this video. We are going to talk about, of course, this beautiful property and all of its features, what it's like to own a home in Orondo, and of course, what it's like and what you need to know about owning property on the Columbia River. Before we get into any of that, I want to give a big thank you to Margie Behrman with Coldwell Banker Cascade Lake Chelan for inviting us into her listing today. So this home sits on a little over 1.1 acres, and as I'm walking down the driveway here, you can see I just passed several different fruit trees. There are different varietals of cherries, apricots, peaches. We just saw some filberts. There is also a couple of layers of grapevines, and then here is a fenced garden with perennial herbs and raspberries that will continue to come back. So really beautiful just garden setting as you are driving up to this beautiful home. One thing that you are going to notice when you pull into this home after you've driven through the neighborhood is this home sits closer to the Columbia River than a lot of the homes in the neighborhood, and that's because this home was grandfathered in where there was less setbacks by the EPA. So kind of a benefit that your back patio is going to be a lot closer to that riverbank. You'll see that when we get to the backyard. So as you are probably noticing right now, there are 5 car garages. There is a 2-car detached and a 3-car attached, and we will get into that a little bit later. But first, just take in some of the architecture going on here. You're approaching the front door, you're noticing all of the rock work. This is natural Montana stone. It is not a veneer, and you are going to see this throughout the home with the fireplace mantle and some stonework in the backyard. As we walk through these solid fir doors, this is where the architecture really shines. You can see a glimpse of that catwalk there. These ceilings are 24 feet tall, and you have the open beamwork. And this bank of windows that comes off of the grand room just really showcases the Columbia River. And I love that all 3 of these doors open up, so during the summertime you can just, your whole living room's going to have fresh air. So a little backstory on this home. The owner of it is actually a general contractor, and they built this home to be their forever home, but life has a different agenda for them. So here it is on the market, and I feel like when a home has this kind of story, this is usually when you find the home that has all the attention to detail. And one that I really want to point out is this home has a lot of timber and exposed wood and beams. I'm seeing a lot of shortcuts being taken with homes that have exposed beams where they're not kiln dried or finished properly. That is not the case in this home. This wood that is in here is going to look this beautiful for decades to come. It is kiln dried and it's been finished. It's really beautiful. So just a little backstory of the story of the home. So I'll talk a little bit more about living in Orondo in a bit, but what I do want to talk about as we take a little sneak peek of the backyard here is how affordable this property is. This home is 4,376 square feet, which is quite the sprawl. And I know utility costs and holding costs can become important. So let me break this down for you. The property taxes on this home is $10,594 a year. So that's pretty reasonable for a 4,000 square foot home. Your insurance, homeowner's insurance, it's going to be around $2,000 to $2,500 a year. The HOA fees is $1,632 a year. And then you're on septic and well, so you don't have any monthly bills for that. The well is shared with 4 or 5 other neighbors, so if there is a cost that accrues with that, you split it with them. But the power, so to heat this home, it is only about $150 a month. So when we break all of that down, your monthly holding costs with taxes, insurance, HOA, power, you're looking at under $1,500 a month, which to me is just so incredibly affordable for a home like this. So this gourmet kitchen has everything that you will expect in a luxury home. The cabinets are solid cherry custom cabinetry. We're looking at a Wolf gas range with the grill in the center here. All countertops are granite. There is a 10-foot long, huge kitchen island, and this island does not have a seam down it. This is full slab granite, really beautiful. You can see there you've got the box tail drawers that are soft close, hidden garbage can, and then something they did a little bit different on their sink, they put in a composite sink, which is a Blanco sink. It's pretty nice because it's quiet. If you drop something, you're not breaking it. It doesn't scratch. So just a little touches of detail throughout the kitchen here. So something that was a little difficult to catch with a camera, but the position of where your prep area would be in this kitchen would likely be on this island next to the main sink. And when you are looking across, it is just banks of windows of the Columbia River. So real peaceful environment to be prepping dinner. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Amanda Dallman, a realtor in Central Washington, and I do these home tours for clients and people who are exploring buying a home in Central Washington and want to preview a home via video before making the trip to the area. If you'd like help purchasing a home in the area, I'd love to help you with that. My contact information is in the description of this video. Okay, let's take a look at the formal dining room, and I want to point out that all of these light fixtures that you're seeing, they were all custom made, really beautiful. It is a steel and glass. And you'll see these throughout the home. Okay, we're gonna head down this hallway behind the kitchen, and I realized I didn't open that door for you. That is another pantry storage. It also houses the in-home vacuum system. All right, what we're walking into now is a bathroom that connects to the exterior of the house, which I think is so smart. This has washer and dryers in it as well. This is one area for washer and dryer. There is another hookup for washer and dryer off of the primary, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. So here's why the position of this bathroom is so great. You can see you've got the spa right there. So if somebody needs to run in and use the bathroom or they're wet, they can go directly from the hot tub into that bathroom. Here is a little of the side yard. I love that there's some planter boxes right here. You can grow some fresh herbs and take them directly into your kitchen. There is a door from the kitchen out to the side yard. Little extra storage. Notice there you have the AC and the propane. That is one of 2 heat pumps for this house. There's 2 different HVAC systems, which is really nice because you can have the home on different zones. All right, we are walking into the attached 3-car garage, and I apologize, I couldn't really show the depth of this garage, but there are 3 bays. The owner is packing and moving, so of course it has boxes in it. But here is another door to that exterior. So from this side yard, you have access to the kitchen, the garage, and also that bathroom. So here again, you can see the electrical panel. Next to that electrical panel, the home is wired for a generator. There is also one of the 2 furnaces and 1 hot water tank, but this home has a system where hot water is constantly flowing through the pipes. So you have on-demand hot water everywhere in this house, and you may have also caught that there's 2 water filters on the home, which is something you really want to see in Eastern Washington. We have a lot of hard water, and those filters really help save your plumbing and appliances. Okay, we are entering the 2nd bathroom on the primary floor, and this bathroom has the bedroom that is on the main floor attached to it. So this home has 3 bedrooms in total, and each one of those bedrooms has ensuite bathrooms. So really well thought out and great design. Okay, as we walk through this bedroom and the study, which ultimately could be converted to a 4th bedroom if you needed more space, I want to talk a little bit about Orondo. Who do we usually see moving to Orondo? I feel like Orondo is the place of serenity when it comes to waterfront and living in sun-soaked Central Washington. We see a lot of people who want to move to Central Washington, move to maybe Lake Chelan or Crescent Bar because they love the idea of being close to the water and the sunshine. And then they live in these places for a while and they realize that the tourism is too much for them. They want a place, but they just want a little more peace and quiet. And that's who typically we are seeing moving into the Orondo area. So if that is you, you might want to come check out this home, or if you just want to skip the step of purchasing a home in the crazy tourism areas, this home is absolutely stunning and it offers it all. The nice part of the location of this home is you get that serenity. It is incredibly peaceful on this property, but you still have amenities fairly closely. So right outside of this neighborhood is the Rocky Point Vineyards. It's not their tasting room, but it is their event and concert venue. So you can literally walk from this house, go see a Fleetwood Mac tribute band, and then walk home. I wanted to give you a quick glimpse of how beautiful these true hardwood floors are. Okay, so beyond the Rocky Point Vineyards, about, I would say, 5, maybe 10 minutes down the road, you have Desert Canyon Golf Resort and their restaurant Oasis. Right outside of the gates pretty much of this neighborhood, there is a convenience store. If you want more golf options, you can go 40 minutes, maybe more to an hour north, and you're at Gamble Sands, which is a stunning golf course. And then your closest town is going to be Chelan, and you're only 20 minutes away. So if you want to pop in for a dinner, or you're looking for groceries or a quick doctor's visit, Chelan's only 20 minutes away. If you need a bigger city with possibly a Costco or maybe specialty appointments or a mall, you're going to head south to Wenatchee, and that's about a 40-minute drive. So this is the primary suite that we're looking at, and you can see all of the windows in this bedroom, and this sliding glass door that goes out to a patio just overlooks the Columbia. Really beautiful. I don't know if you're catching this, but also all of the bedrooms have vaulted ceilings. The doors are 10 feet high, solid wood, just little touches of detail everywhere throughout the home. Now out to the private balcony off of the primary. There is power up here on this balcony, and also this really fun spiral staircase that would take you down to the hot tub. The river is like glass today. It is so calm and beautiful. Give me a thumbs up if you can see yourself sitting on this balcony. Now we are entering the primary bathroom, and as you can see, more beautiful views and sunlight, and of course a bubble tub. We are starting to see these in a lot of our luxury listings. It's kind of preferred these days over a full jetted tub, because who doesn't want to sit in bubbles? And also they're self-cleaning. A little more natural light from the windows above, and once again custom cabinetry and black leathered granite, really beautiful. In the primary shower, you have 3 shower heads, dual sides, and then of course the ever so popular rain shower head. The shower is tiled with, of course, travertine, and this glass door, it is very heavy. It is very high quality. Of course, you have the loo behind a privacy door, and now let's look at this walk-in closet. Camera does not capture size very well, but this closet is huge. It is big enough you could put an island in the center of it if you wanted to. And then right behind this, we have a second laundry. They don't have a washer and dryer in there, but there are hookups. And then, of course, on that countertop, below it, it's plumbed to put in a sink. All right, let's go take a look at the bonus room, media room, or exercise room. As you can see, vaulted ceilings once again, and full banks of windows on both sides. There is no shortage of sunshine and natural light in this home. And then of course you have a little wet bar with a microwave and mini fridge and sink, for your popcorn and your movie snacks. And here we are. This is so fun. The catwalk. I love this. This really allows you to have your grand room feel really grand, but then still be able to use the upstairs in a real functional way. Because of this, the whole home just feels very open and inviting. You can see the tongue and groove on the ceiling and more of this beamwork and more windows because this home loves all of the sunlight. This bridge in this home really just takes the term open concept to a whole new level, literally. More views of the beautiful woodwork, and I hope you're catching in here that all of the woodwork has been properly finished, which is a shortcut that we see sometimes. So once again, this wood is going to stay this beautiful for many, many years to come. Okay, we mentioned earlier that there are 2 HVAC systems, and so that's the second one that operates this side of the home. Okay, we've made it to the 3rd bedroom, and this bedroom has some of the same spectacular views that the primary bedroom has. It also has its own personal bathroom, and it's kind of tucked away on this side of the house where there really isn't anything else, so a lot of privacy. I really think that the design was really well thought out. It might be a little tough to see in video, but this tub is not a standard tub. It is extra deep, so great spot to take a bubble bath. Let's take one last look at the downstairs before we head outside. We're going to look at the 2-car detached garage as well as the backyard and, of course, what we've all been waiting for, the boat dock. I love that they chose to put 3 French doors along this wall because you can open it up and just have that natural air coming through during the summertime, and then this floor to ceiling Montana stone gas fireplace. This room is kind of like a mini version of Suncadia Lodge. It's really stunning. Okay, back outside, let's take a look at the 2-car detached garage. So 5 total garage parking spaces, and even above and beyond that, there are several different outside storages that we've looked at. There was the one on the side yard. Back here in this room is additional storage, and then next to this attached garage there is another storage building, so plenty of room for any toys that you have. no shortage of storage on this property. And you may have caught when we were walking down the driveway at the beginning of the video, outside of the garage parking, there is a lot of room to park vehicles or an RV. There is external electric for RV hookups. There is the second heat pump that we talked about earlier. The home is sided with cement board and it is roofed with a 26 gauge commercial metal roofing. So, over the top, which is great. So the side of the yard that we just walked through, I do want to mention that the owner has ran wiring so you can put a pool in. So why would somebody choose to be on the Columbia River opposed to Lake Chelan? And there's a few reasons. First, let's talk a little bit about wake. So when boats are on the Columbia River, the boat wake spans out, hits the shoreline, and then breaks. Lake Chelan is a little bit more of a bowl, and you get a lot more boats on it. So the waters in Lake Chelan, especially during those high tourism times, can be quite rough. So kind of going back to that serenity piece and peace and quiet, that's one reason why people would choose to be on the Columbia. Not only that, the Columbia is known for its fishing and salmon runs. So that's a couple of reasons why you would choose the river over the lake. Now, when you're buying property that is riverfront, there's some things that you should consider, and one is going to be the water speed. And as you can see, the water here is really calm. We are technically on Lake Entiat, which is formed by the Rocky Reach Dam. So there's not a lot of strong current going through this part of the Columbia, which is going to make a difference if you are floating or anchored. It's just a lot easier to move around when there's less current. Other things to consider is if the property is a high bank property or a low bank or no bank property, which we just looked here. This is considered a no bank property. And then what type of ground is there? Is it rock or sand? And once again, you could see that this is a sandy, no bank property, which is amazing. The last thing that you want to consider, believe it or not, is road noise from the other side of the river. As you can see, the river has just these sheer rock walls, and so if there is a lot of high-speed traffic across the river, that reflects off of these walls and bounces back to the Orondo side. Luckily, once again, this home is positioned, so there is a road across the way there, but that's Stayman Flats, and there's only a handful of homeowners that will be going down that road, and it's at a lower speed, so you just don't get that road noise. Kind of going back to it, this property is all about peace and quiet. Thank you for joining me today. Once again, I'm Amanda Dallman, a local realtor here in Central Washington. If you would like a private showing of this home or other homes in the area, please reach out to me by filling out the form in the description of this video or on our homepage. Have a great week.